did the interview. And, she had some inconsistencies in her story or whatever. Whenever someone is recanting something from 20, 21 years, 22 years ago, there's always going to be some inconsistencies, some things you misremember, granted. So I didn't expect them to hop on to that, because even prior to that, they'd already made their denials of the original claim, and they'd already asked for the thing to be dismissed. You know what I mean? So now here's another opportunity. Now, within my matter, all right, noted it. I sent it to my lawyers, but publicly, I was not touching with a stick. I'm not discussing it. I'm not getting into it. I'm not trying to break it down and say, hey, this behavior is what, this is what, this is inconsistent. This story does not add up with my statement or what I can prove. I can say I was here. I can place myself out of this scene of the crime or whatever the case may be. I did not do that. Why? Because who's the audience to that? It's not the judge. It's the court of public opinion. You know what I mean? And I already gave the court of public opinion whatever I needed to give them, which was the text and the protection order that was granted in my favor. You know what I mean? I did not need to say any more. So now when I'm seeing Rock Nation posting, you know what I mean? Of course, first of all, that statement by Jayz, that was that was a little bit too gangster. You're going to see how I roll. You're going to learn about me. You're going to, you know what I mean? Threatening, all these types of things. It was just too much bravado. You know what I mean? The pop out at the Mufasa red carpet thing, it was just doing a little too much, because you're going to pop out at that, and then you're also going to ask the paparazzi and the media to not ask you any difficult questions. You're going to do it with your family, your daughter. You're sure, okay, we're a united front. Cool, we're dismissing this whole thing, but it just looks a little bit shady. You know what I mean? Y'all don't all come out as a family that often. You know what I mean? And it's unnecessary. And you can enter an event without doing the red carpet. You don't need to enter via the red carpet. You know what I mean? So, y'all could do the red carpet for the people that are parts of the movie. They could do the red carpet, whatever. And you could do a silent entrance and still be there, present and supportive as a dad, like you want to be, right? So when I started seeing that, I was like, ish. They're doing a little too much, but it wasn't overly too much. But I was like, hey, they're just starting with a little bit of too muchness. The much too muchness was a little bit much too much, but it wasn't overcooking. You know what I mean? They weren't overcooking their defense. You know what I mean? After that NBC Universal interview, I'm like, my lord, and note NBC Universal, as in Universal Music Group's parent company or whatever. It's all part of one company, NBC and Universal. So that got me thinking. Drake is suing Universal. Kanye left Universal, after causing a shitstorm. Kanye taunted Drake into leaving Universal. When Drake sues Universal, it's about his beef with Kendrick and how Kendrick was assisted to, you know what I mean? Like, he's basically exposing dirty laundry, things that have benefited him in the past being used for Kendrick. You know what I mean? Which is like, and a lot of people are like, yeah, but you use the bots too. It's like, yeah, but I use the bots and they help me get, these crazy numbers which Kendrick could not compete with. Kendrick has also been using the bots with his low numbers, and now he's using the same bots against me. So he's basically using my, my brand equity as well to leverage his as well. So I'm like, interesting play. And remember, there was that that dropped. And then I was like thinking to myself, okay, when that dropped, I'm sure Universal said, hey, that's a Sony release. We can't have all that fire on the outside label. Let's bring the beef back home. Let's go head to head. Let's go toe to toe. Whatever, this is going to be good for the numbers. And they did whatever they did. And then at a certain point, Drizzy called it quits. J. Cole is also at Universal, at Interscope, same as Kendrick. And he didn't want to he saw the play and he pulled out of it because he's like, this thing is not even a real thing. It's just like a money-making thing, and I don't want to be part of it. Whatever they're going to do, they're going to do. And then some heinous allegations were made in the diss tracks, but I mean, that's the nature of diss tracks. There's always heinous allegations made on diss tracks. There's always someone saying, hey, I slept with your wife, I fucked your bitch, or I did this, you touching kids, or all that type of shit, you know what I mean? Eminem did that to Michael Jackson at a point in time, at the behest of Interscope, and that's just how they roll. So I'm observing this. But now, when I look at the play, I'm like, okay, Kanye mad at Universal. Jayz says nothing, is not helping him out, but obviously he knows what's going on and is quite aware. And Kanye also revealed that, Jayz still hasn't got his rights back. He's only getting them back in 2029 or 2030, whatever the case may be. Right? Cool. Secondly, Drake is also with Universal Republic, but Universal is the same parent company. J. Cole was involved in the beef initially, you know what I mean? Talking about we the top three, and I'm Muhammad Ali, you know what I mean? So that's another one. That's at Universal. I don't know how long he is. Jayz is also at Universal, like I said. And now I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool. All of these guys are at Universal, right? And before the Diddy thing becomes whatever it is, Lucian Granger's son then moves over to Warner. Warner owns 50% of Bad Boy's masters, their previous catalog, their back catalog. Bad Boy has a deal with Epic right now for releases, I think like Diddy Dirty Money, etc., and other releases. The Love album, that is the most recent release. But everything prior, the B.I.G. stuff, all about the Benjamins, etc., all of that is with Warner in a 50-50, So it's locked in there. And then when the allegations come out, I see them naming Lucian Grange. So then I was like, hey, Lucian's not going to take this lying down, right? So what I'm thinking is then going on is that, oh, damn it, this is a play, and now these niggas need to also rope Lucian in. So once Diddy gets taken in, obviously he's going to rope Lucian in because, he's part of whatever, and plus he doesn't want to expose his real sugar daddy, Clive Davis, who's now apparently got dementia, you know what I mean? His Harvey Weinstein, in terms of music, is Clive Davis, right? Cool. Lucian's son is at Warner, so, they benefit, if Diddy's in trouble, he's got assets that he needs to take loans on. He's probably going to ask for advances from Warner from the catalog, which means they can get to hold on to it for longer and make it more difficult for him to reacquire the other half, right? Cool. Kanye is obviously involved in this because, the whole beefing thing started with him and Drake. And he's already been saying, yo, Lucian's your baby daddy or whatever, to make Drake be like, nah, I need to show you Lucian's not my baby daddy. Not baby, sugar daddy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Lucian's not my sugar daddy. Whatever, I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to do whatever. You know what I mean? Obviously, Lucian's son is Elliot Grange. You're more Elliot Wilson than Elliot Grange. That's a bar on one of the songs I dropped earlier. Talking about my arrest warrant and the case and everything surrounding that and, how that all ties in. So then I thought to myself, ooh, damn, it seems like these guys were making a play either to devalue and buy Universal using Drake after this beef. You can make sure that the beef goes too far. There's lots of allegations made, and then Drake comes in and sues their pants off them. They have to pay a settlement or whatever. Their stock price dives down, to below the original listed offering, maybe down from like $35 to like $20 or $15, and then they get it at a bargain, at a steal. They can put money together. They can get loans together. I mean, if you put Drake, Jayz, Kanye, Kendrick, and J. Cole together, you know, they can source enough capital to buy Universal, you know, or buy a significant enough stake in it for them to basically control it, you know what I mean? Similar, or to have influence like Bill Ackman does, you know what I mean? But Bill Ackman is an investor. He's not a rapper. So for me, that's what I see happening. So once Universal then connects the dots, they're like, oh, god damn, these niggas are trying to ice us out and do a hostile takeover. The artists have decided they don't want to be slaves anymore and they're coming for us, the bosses? Oh, hell no. You know what we're going to do? We already got that other nigga Diddy in prison. Let's up the stakes a bit. Let's up the stakes a bit. Let's get the other nigga, his bestie. Diddy's bestie? Who's Diddy's bestie? Diddy's bestie passed away a long time ago. That was B.I.G. No. Diddy's bestie is Jayz. Mr. It's not pink, it's mauve. It's mauve. It's not pink, it's mauve. Remember that Rock Nation brunch? So Diddy's bestie, cool, is in the jam. They're not granting him bail, you know what I mean? So they go for the real big kahuna. You know what I mean? Mr. NFL, Mr. Super Bowl, Mr. I choose you for the Super Bowl. So obviously the Super Bowl performance is to elevate Kendrick's career. You know, he agreed to do the Super Bowl when they did that whole West Coast Dr. Dre Eminem thing. So, you know, he obviously had to contribute to that screen time because the artists don't get paid for Super Bowl. They pay to be on the Super Bowl. They pay for their production. They pay for their own production. It's like, hey, we're giving you all this exposure. You need to make sure you look good. So, you know, put up some money and yeah, or find some sponsors like Apple. You know, you already had Larry Jackson exit at Apple. So, you know, to start Gamma. But because of the deal between Gamma and Apple, I don't think Larry Jackson would want to shake the Apple cart at Apple too much. You know what I mean? His deal with Jimmy Iovine. So now I'm like, wow. Damn, they're really coming for Hove. Now, they're coming for Hove and like he's trusting his lawyer. Remember I told you the story of like how I handed myself into the police and whatever, and my lawyer's like, yo, you can't just leave the warning statement, nigga, you need to sit here for the whole weekend. And I'm like, okay, yes sir, you've got my best interest at heart. Why would Jay-Z's high-paid bully lawyer say something as ridiculous as Jay-Z and Diddy are not friends? Okay, they might not be bosom buddies. You know what I mean? They like Jay-Z might have closer friends than Diddy, and Diddy might have closer friends than Jay-Z. But I mean, as far as peers go, they have no equals, you know, other than maybe they say Kanye. He's up there with them. You know what I mean? So those three dudes should be friends. I mean, they chill, they party, they have private parties with all their wives together and there. Present, so Beyonce is sitting there, Kim is there, Cassie is there. Well, she's not a wife, she was a girlfriend at the time. But, yeah. You know? So, now I'm thinking to myself, hold on. Please don't ask me questions about things that I'm not talking about. Like, do not interrupt my train of thought, please, guys. Respectfully. So now, I'm like, damn, they're really coming for Hove like that. And he's trusting this Jewish guy to help himself escape slavery from those other Jewish guys. There's no way a Jew is going to backstab a Jew for you. No, 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 no. No Jew will backstab a Jew for you and your black ass. Oh, hell no. That's how Sam Cooke died. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I see is the big play. You know what I mean? They roped J-Lo into the allegations. Like, how sloppy. The name is redacted in the original filing. And then in the counter filing, where they're asking for the charges to be dismissed, Alex Spiro then puts Jennifer Lopez's name there. Why would he not redact that part? Because she's not named. She is Celebrity C or whatever. You know what I mean? Celebrity A, Diddy. Celebrity B, Jayz. Celebrity C, J-Lo. You know what I mean? It's DJJ. So, DJ J-Lo. DJ J-Lo. DJZ J-Lo. Puffy, because he was still Puff Daddy then, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, oh hell no, this lawyer is dumb as fuck. Or not. No, this lawyer is not dumb as fuck. This lawyer is smart. This lawyer is literally trying to fumble Jay-Z's defense, and we're watching it. So it's like, Hove, you can't get your own other lawyers. You can't get a black lawyer, a good black lawyer to defend you. You're going to put all the equity you've built in the black community in Jewish hands after what they did to Michael? After what they did to MJ? After what they did to Ye? You're going to let Netanyahu? You're going to let Netanyahu control your fate, your future? You already got your wife over there, Disney. That's Bob Iger, Jew. You understand? Disney's got their own allegations of their child stars being molested and all of that type of stuff. They've got their own serious allegations, and they're able to pay their way out of it because they're Jewish. The Jews get away with everything. They get away with killing Palestinians, get away with invading the Golan Heights, get away with bombing the Twin Towers, bringing down the Twin Towers or whatever, detonating explosives in the Twin Towers to demolish them, and Building 7, whatever the case may be. The Jews get away with everything. They get away with bombing, U.S. warships. They get away with false flags. They get away with creating terrorism around the world. They get away with killing JFK, Like they killed JFK, 64, November. The Jews have gotten away with everything. You're going to put your life and the image of black people and black excellence in their hands. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Why would you do that, Jay? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because when you need the lawyers that are really going to act in your best interest, not just do the business things to make more money for you against like a business rival, because it's a money deal. When it's a money-to-money deal, you get your Jews to compete against other Jews so that your Jews make you more money and then they get paid more. And therefore, when they go to their son's bar mitzvah, it's like, yeah, I got more money out of this deal than you, what. But it's all fun and games because, it's all in the family, right? It's all in the marrying the first cousins, right? Like the Rothschilds, right? You understand what I'm saying? You had Jay Electron dating a damn Rothschild and then going ham on the Jews on that album that you did with Jay Electron. So the Jews know how you feel about them. You had that 444 album where you talk about how the Jews do. You know what I mean? Kanye had Life of Pablo where he spoke about the Jews do. Jews too. When was Life of Pablo? That was 2016? Beginning of 2016 or 2015, somewhere there. You know what I mean? So the Jews have been waiting for y'all. They know that you guys know what's up. They know that you guys are going to plan to strategize to make a move together with your black excellence once all of you are uppity. They see your war strategy. They know it's Sun Tzu, Art of War. You understand? They know it's like win the war without firing a bullet. You know what I mean? They know. They know your strategy, dog. They know you're not going with 48 laws of power. You're going with Sun Tzu. So they know how y'all are going to move. And y'all, you trust them with your defense, bro. Like Beyonce trusts you with her life and her career and her everything and her babies. And then you're going to make this move of trusting Alex Spiro when you've got the biggest thing that you've ever faced. Ever. Come on, Hove. Come on, Hove. Come on, Hove. At least if you had a black lawyer or a black legal team, black lawyers would have never said you're not friends with Diddy. They would have never said. They would have said, bro, these guys are friends. But sometimes your friends do shit you don't know about, and they know that you shouldn't know about it. They get themselves jammed up into some trouble, and they don't involve all their friends there. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when your friend is cheating on his wife. He's not going to let everybody in the friendship circle know, because he knows that, damn, you catch him cheating on his wife, you might slip and tell your wife. Your wife might not think that it's a good idea to keep it a secret. Tell his wife that he's cheating. I'm just saying, you could make an analogy like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're doing some sneaky shit, you do it on your own. Any of the sneaky shit I've ever done, none of my friends have ever been around, ever. I got really close friends. They don't even know. They're surprised. I mean, even with whatever was going on with whatever I had to go to court for, my friends never knew. They didn't know what was going on. They found out just like everybody else, and they're like, damn, we never knew you were... Oh, damn, that's one of the things you was doing in the dark. Damn, now it's come to the light. All right, cool. We'll deal with it now. This nigga trusted a Jew. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, Jay. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Now the Jew is bringing him down. Why would the Jew cry about inconsistencies in the story of Jay's accuser, Diddy's accuser, because they're all co-accused? ABC. J-Lo's accuser. Why would that person, make that case when they know that these guys have been friends? And then also knowing that Jennifer Lopez is involved, and then naming her, like all these mistakes that he's making, and then deny that you know Diddy. Because it's like, yo, we trust you wouldn't do this because we know that this is probably out of your character. But then your lawyer says some heinous lie like that, and we're like, hold on, you are calling out people for inconsistencies. That is a grave inconsistency, an egregious inconsistency. You're going to tell us that these niggas that we've seen as friends and buddies all this time are not buddies? Oh, hell no. Now we're calling everything into question. We're calling everything into question. Everything that you've said. Your whole entire pleading in your incidents, we don't know. And now then they're going to up the stakes, because now that they've named that J-Lo is also part of the filing, they named in their own filings. They're the ones who revealed that. Now they've also made another mistake by revealing someone whose name shouldn't have been included in the file because their name hasn't been made public yet. They're also doing bully tactics, like employing bully tactics. I'm sure Jay doesn't know that his lawyers went around trying to bribe people and pay people. They're probably like, don't worry, Jay. We're going to do everything. We're going to use our best team. We're going to take care of it, boss. We're going to take real good care of this one. Trust me, nobody would know. Trust me, this thing is going to be water off a duck's back. It's going to be done. It's going to be capiche, finito in any second. I assure you. Jay, I assure you. You understand? So, just throw us maybe $20 million. Just a $20 million budget, and don't worry, we take care of it, no problem. We're going to squash it like we squashed Dame. We're going to make sure you got no problems coming up in the future. I mean, you're going to go to your premiere, do everything. Be there for your daughter. Take it to a softball game. Do the whole entire enchilada. Do the whole enchilada. The whole thing. You understand? Bada bing, bada boom. Done. It's donezo. It's donezo. Is that what the kids say today? That's what the kids say today. They say it's donezo. It's donezo. He's gonna be over with. Understand? Understand, mon ami? I'm telling you, we're going to take care of this with Jay. I mean, he'll be thanking us for 3,000 years. He's going to be thanking us for as long as we've been from Israel. As long as we've been the chosen people, he's going to be thanking us. You know what I mean? I'm gonna name a synagogue after Jay after this. You know what I mean? Because this is going to be our biggest W, and we're going to ride home with it. Just like... the Chiefs and the Super Bowl. You understand? We're going to be Travis Kelceing it, Taylor Swifting it. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. We're going to shake it off. Good Lord God Almighty. I had Benzes for you, had braces. Oh. Good Lord God Almighty. So, you know what I mean? Bro, it's tickets. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. The Rock is gonna be gravel. It's gonna be sand. It's gonna be crushed. They're gonna crush The Rock out of Gibraltar. How could you falter? When you're The Rock of Gibraltar, I had to get off the boat so I could walk on water, saying the tall water, this is nothing to me. Difficult takes a day. Suicide takes a week. You was doing this in your sleep. You sold kilos of coke. Now you're trying to get away with smashing girls as young as 13? You're a businessman, not just a businessman. You gotta handle your business. Damn. Kanye got you from Freeway to Foxy. Brown. Oh, damn. From Freeway to Foxy Brown. Bleak could be one hit away his whole career. Even if I die, he's in my will somewhere. He could just sit back and chill somewhere. He don't even have to write rhymes of dynasty like my money lasts 3 lifetimes. Well. They're milking you for your money, man. They're digging a hole for you, buddy. And they keep digging, and they keep digging, and they keep digging. And trust me, they're gonna end up in Tibet. Right now, they're excavating in Texas. And when they're done digging, they're gonna end up in Tibet, in Nepal, in China, in Nanjing. You understand? Understand? You gotta better learn. What do they do out there in China? They do Kung Fu. You gotta learn some Kung Fu. You gotta maybe move to China or something. Because this one is, you can't move to Bali. Because your body, Russell Simmons is out there in Bali. You know what I mean? And he ain't doing the hoochie wally out there. He ain't doing the hoochie wally, hoochie bang bang. You understand? He already sold all these assets. He already sold Def Jam, the label that you're signed to, and everything else, the label that owns Rockefeller. Rock Nation is trying to get rid of you, bro. They're trying to get rid of you. You are holding them back. You are holding Rock Nation back from doing the Jewish thing. You know what I mean? Where they use black people for social capital and then they delete them. You better believe it. You better believe it. That's exactly what's happening here. I doubted it for a second, but then I thought about it. I thought, he's a rat. He's gonna tell. We gotta get rid of him. With whiskers like a rat compared to beans, you whack. Plus your man stabbed on and made you take the blame. Whew. This is going to be worse than Ether. He's going to be worse than Ether. And now he can't do nothing for me either. You know? He can't do nothing for me either. You know, now still dealing with that crazy bitch. I hate you so much right now. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Khalees. He's still dealing with her wilding out. Knight's mom. You know. She's still wilding out. She's traveling in Kenya. She's in Kenya. Kenya. Home to thousands of African bird species that never migrate. Because Kenya is right upon the equator. the weather can get quite warm, but usually when it's not the rainy season and it's towards the end of the dry season, it's quite moderate in temperature. Very comfortable. The Serengeti. You understand? That's where Khalees is at. So, bro, don't ask me what to talk about. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to come out of my mouth? You want to talk about it? Go in your life. Go in your life. You built up your credibility. People listen to you. People trust you, right? You've taken knocks. You've sat in prison cells for your truth. To say, I'm telling the objective truth. I'm not folding. Or you read it. Or you copped a plea. Oh, you're not me, right? So nobody listens when you talk. You know that. That's why you asking me to talk about it, because you know if you talk about it, nobody gonna listen. So now you think you can tell me what I'm gonna need to talk about. I'm gonna need to excuse you from the space if you don't quit demanding things that you're not gonna get from me. That show me some respect, at least a modicum of respect, please. I'm a professional at this. And right now we're talking about health. Okay? Anything else you can talk about with your friends. Talk about it at your mother's society, at the stock file. Understand? It's that time of the year. The stock file is supposed to be buying Christmas groceries. Why don't you go talk about that with your friends? We're talking about Jayz right now. Talking about the fall of black excellence. Like it's being crushed from the epitome of it. You know? LVMH is looking shaky. Tiffany looking shaky. Looking really shaky. Looking really shaky right now. They're coming for it. And I told you they're going to murder the credibility of black men. Are we clear? Comprende? Finito. We're done with that. Okay. Moving along. Sorry, man. My sister used to control the remote control when we were growing up, so I watched a lot of Sopranos. And because of that, I've been watching The Sopranos again. You know? Yeah. So that's it. It is what it is, man. And yeah. Unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles. So I'm going to leave this up. That's my opinion on that. And I'm done. You know, usually when I go live, I plan to do it for an hour because like I buy like an hour's worth of every morning to say good morning. So like my dad's calling me right now. So I need to tell him good morning so he can tell his wife, yo, I called your son. He said he's fine. And then his wife will reward him with breakfast maybe. Like porridge for breakfast. You know what I mean? So I need to make my dad happy so that he can report back to his boss, his wife, you know, because that's just how my dad rolls. And then it is what it is. Just imagine, the last time I was sitting with my dad before I went into prison, he handed me the paper where they were discussing Diddy. Now he's going to hand me the paper where they're discussing Hove. He's going to be like, oh, man, all your goats, man. All your goats are suffering. What's going on with your role models, bro? What's happening? You thought you could find a better role model than me? I'm your papa. I made you. You came from these nuts. Seems like my dad is the only role model I have left, you know? Yeah. So, it is what it is, guys. Like, pray for Hove, pray for Diddy, pray for black men. It's a war outside, we ain't safe from. And yeah, we've got practically nothing left, guys. Sorry about the, me doing the impersonations. Like I'm trying to entertain you, and be entertaining. I didn't have anything to be angry about, to be animated about during this live. And I guess I've got no requests. No one's asking me questions within the questions bar. And I don't feel like inviting anyone else to join. Let me go and check on other things. Let me go watch academics. But like, guys, just watch the lawyers you choose. Some lawyers are not for you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's foul ways nowadays. Everybody saw you when they come into court too. I thought you knew. Can't even steal on a nigga. Motherfuckers are sue. Some people hate. Some people kill their brothers. I think they lost their mind. You know what I mean? Never, 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 never change. Still fucking with crime because crime pays. I never change. Out hustling, same clothes for days. I never change. I never change. I'm too stuck in my wave. Who you know like Hove? Still fucking with crime because crime pays. I never change. Out hustling, same clothes for days. Oh, never change. I am a rock representer. Hove, some of the winner. Hove, dead or alive. Hove, 24/7, 365. One CD, 360 pies. Whew. Death before dishonor, correct? It's what you promised me. Along with, if we stay strong, we could get money longer than Pippin's arms. We run streets like drunks run street lights. We collide with life as we speak. Oh, my goodness. Why would you do that to yourself? Oh, no, no, no. You trusted the Jews. Now they're gonna get you. The Jews are gonna get you. The Jews are gonna get you. The Jews are gonna get you. Man. Damn, Hove. You know what I mean? I couldn't come back to the US because I had a warrant. You understand? I couldn't skip the country. That's going to make things worse. But don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be back soon. I'll be back soon, my love. I'll be back soon and we can take long walks and go to fun places like old times. I'll take you to all those fun places, that I get access to out there in New York that other people can't get access to. Dude, nigga, imagine I'm on house arrest. You want me to send you money? You out of your mind, dog. Have some decency, dog. You've got data enough to watch this live. You're still asking me for money. Go and wash someone's car, bro. It's December. I'm sure there's a granny in your neighborhood that wants her car washed or something. There's a garden that can be done or something. Go fix someone's toilet or clean it. Or, you know what I mean? Do someone's plumbing or something. You know what I mean? You don't need to know how to do plumbing. You can search on YouTube since you got data. Figure out how to do whatever pipe fix needs to be done. Fix their toilet, charge them $500 and then be done with it, bro. So while I'm home, I'm still dealing with my own legal troubles, But I'll tell you one thing that's better than Jews: vendors. So I got my vendor lawyers. You know what I mean? They're on their way to get some power right now. They're on their way to Lake Fundudzi. they're going to visit their grandmothers. They're taking some water from Lake Fundudzi, and